Hello everyone, it's Jenny, and I'm here to play a little bit of Disturbed by Brad Moore. Now I think I've already seen a little bit of this already. That is so loud. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this down low, even though when I was doing the editing, obviously I made sure to completely mute out that, so it's all good. Alright, so let's go ahead and start. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt and your cow is sick. Okay. For some time the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you? You've made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Crops, I guess? A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. Penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away, and time is running short. Go to the pen? Oh! A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand there, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Inspect the water? You inspect the water, looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Grab a mushroom. Oh god. You kneel down and grab a mushroom. As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spores sprays from the mushroom. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. Why would you just observe them when that's happening? You would get the flock out of there. Slowly, your body shrivels up into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. Oh, by the way, trigger warning for the word moist. Sorry. You die, eventually, after crawling about on the ground. Your adventure ends here. What? Achievement unlocked. Those are some serious shrooms? Okay. Back into the fray, I guess. Alright, we've already read all that. Alrighty. Go into the house. Entering the house, you feel a subtle uneasiness as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is the same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to just lay in bed and wish that your problems will just go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. Read in my journal. Dear Journal, another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Beth Ann is doing quite well, never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, I may be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be so social with a cow. Cow, not cow. English. Can't even. ... Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke into my shed and stole some things. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bite of food from the garden. Or a bite to eat from the garden. But to take my equipment, well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. If you hide the key, you won't be able to get into it either, right? That's the assumption. Ellipsis. Or ellipses? Ellipsis? Whatever. ... Again. Dear Journal, I woke one night to a foul smell I've never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing after searching about the farm. Whatever it is, it must be bad. I should make a trip into town, into the city, to see what this is about. ... Open chest. You open the chest and find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you anticipated. Close the chest. Go back outside. Alright, blah blah blah. Go to the crops. Follow the path. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. Wow, I can't read today. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. I'm gonna continue down the path. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. Inspect the wagon, I guess? You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. You pick up the key and continue on your way. Okay. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack, similar to the house you have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow from what you'll recall. Maybe he's home? Cross the bridge. I don't trust that. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that has happened, you feel that you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. Take a nap. Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Oh God! Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you, and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. Okay, I didn't even get a chance to choose on that one. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? I'm gonna go right. Oh, shit. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Bah. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. Go to the gate, I guess. Oh! Well, that's the gate from the thing here. You approach the gate cautiously. Enter. Oh! I don't like that noise. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. This is, no doubt, the birthplace of the spreading plague. Oh! Is that what this is about? The plague? That would make sense because I have no idea what I'm doing. There is a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. I'm gonna enter the tower. I got a bad feeling about this. You approach the door. As you reach for the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. It must be some sort of magic. Inspect the fountain. There's a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black, and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull toward the fountain, as if it were calling for something. Inspect the statue on the left. You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines of thorn. The angel is holding a book in one hand, and the other with one finger pointed up toward the sky. You feel it best to leave the statue alone. Alrighty then, creepy statue. Alright. Before you stands an old angel statue that is broken in many areas. With one hand, the angel is holding some sort of bowl, while the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there is only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You feel you should keep your distance and just observe the statue. Okay, go ahead and exit back. Inspect the tree. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand in it. Oh, this is gonna go well. You look and see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find 3 knobs. One on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. Oh, yeah. This is gonna sever my hand. Press the knobs. Middle knob. ... Left knob. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combination. Leave the tree. Gonna go back to the gate. Enter. Oh, that's still disconcerting. Enter the tower. Really? Again with that? Alright. Exit to the gated area. I'm gonna go back where the path splits and go to the left. Alright. After continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop. You notice that there is some sort of trail that leads through the grass up toward a nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way would you go? Let's see, continue. Continue down the path. You walk for some time to find an endless field of grass. There's a stone well near the path. Inspect the well. I don't like this. You peer down the well. Other than the evident water at the bottom, there's a coin resting against the wall of the well. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin. No. I'm not taking any chances. Continue on. Walking over hills of grass and grain, you reach the walls of Aramor. Or Aramor? I don't know how to pronounce that. Several times a year, you come here to trade goods from the farm. You discover the plague that has spread to your farm has also spread all the way out here. The path before you is overrun with blight. Continue. You've come a long way, and you don't desire to turn back now. You march forward into the tainted soil. Before you can realize what happened, you sink completely under the ill soil. Darkness consumes you, and your lungs struggle for air. Your body burns in pain as you suffocate and die. Your adventure ends here. It was all for nothing, is the achievement. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I've only done 2 of the endings so far. If you guys want to see another one closer to Halloween or the day of, please let me know down in the comment section below. And I believe that the next video that I'll be putting up, which will probably be sometime in the next couple of days and on Halloween, I will actually have another Damned video. And maybe even another couple of videos will be coming up, and at the end of this you'll obviously see a new ending or a new end slate thing, so it'll definitely be appropriate for the end slate that they have recently put up, to where any and all YouTubers, big channels and small channels like mine, can actually utilize it and make it look more polished. So I hope that you guys enjoyed Disturbed, and I will see you guys either tomorrow or on Halloween. Have a spooky evening. Bye!